Welcome to Charlotte, North Carolina, Bank of America Stadium, and the Duke's Mayo Classic. This ought to be a fantastic showdown and just the flavor every college football fan can't wait for. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, a squad looking to put on a show, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Pittsburgh Panthers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And just about set to get this season underway. All the planning and practice, and we're about to get busy right now. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Pitt Panthers offense is on the field for the first time today. And here's the veteran, a steady set of hands, Jesse, that sort of feels like a security blanket.
And that's big in a game like this, Reese. As a quarterback, I need to know I have a guy I can throw to when I get into a jam. Who can I count on? It's that guy right there.
Yeah, having trust, because I'm going to throw you the football when I trust you to run the right route, be at the right depth, catch the football. This guy's kind of earned that throughout his career.
Fires to the big fella. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game, the head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see?
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, what a move to get room. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, or proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. They go to the draw. The pirouette on the line.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's passed. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
He caught it. The grab and go as he takes it in for the touchdown. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And this offense gets on the board in the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. He'll return it. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Last time time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Back to pass, it's Daniels. He's got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect the ball enough.
Pitt will have to boot this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. He gets a block. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Offense getting set for first down. Wide out in motion. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. He'll put the tight end in motion. Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. And now on second down for this offense. It's reverse. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on first and goal. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. Second and goal coming. He wants it all. Into the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Fires and picked off. Got room on the return. And he's in for the score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
These guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Gives it to the back on the draw. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Got his man quickly. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Fast motion from the offense. See if they can get the edge on the jet sweep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They're trying to get to him. Makes his connection. That ought to be enough to give Pitt the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Trying to find his man on first down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, shipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. You're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off play action on first down. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Going to the running game. And he's brought down after the spin move for a short gain. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Pitt will have to boot this one away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Going up top on first down. Keeps looking downfield. He'll try to do it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. This offense has a 2nd down play. Just about about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Buys a little, and they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
They bring the punter onto the field now.
On to kick it away.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to that.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. The give out of the gun. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks. The Panthers are moving quickly down the field. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. That is no good. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Get it out on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Line gets set, 1st down. Oh, it's a reverse. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Daniels. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Giving him his pads. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They move the tight end all over. Back to the ground with the running back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. It's caught downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Not much running room. He's got 1 down to the 12. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab over the middle. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Pitt. Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting a touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Middle Tennessee put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Blue Raiders had 0 issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance.
Power football with the run.
The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything. Fires into traffic, picked off. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Might be looking to run. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Right down the boulevard, it's good. putting up a 3-spot in the kickoff unit, set to go. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He looks that one in nicely.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into. You want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Makes the grab and gets the foot in bounds, and it'll be a first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Comes out throwing on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Though there are some notable exceptions, typically great pass rushers aren't nose tackles, but that was a great pass rush.
They're not nose tackles usually, those great pass rushers, but they are grown men. I mean, those are some adults in there. Those are the 300-plus pounders that will just destroy you in the run game. But nice job using his hands, using some power to shrink that pocket and get the sack.
Leaves it with the back. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Got it set up on the outside. That midfield, he's got room. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. He wants to throw it. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Offense picking up steam, 1st and 10 from the 31. He wants to throw. Fires downfield. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets away. He'll throw it. It's complete on the right side. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. They'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this 3rd quarter.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach is looking for from his players.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Trying to start the drive with a pass. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to have to step up and...
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. He's looking to throw. Fire into the right, complete. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Fires to the end zone. Into the end zone for a touchdown.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Sam Houston has the lead right now. Huntsville has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They are up by 12 over LSU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Quick strike complete. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. Takes it from the gun on third down. Got his man on the right. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Give to the running back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. They're setting up the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. And here comes the punt team. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
We'll see if they can dig one up. It goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. From the gun, the running back has it. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. Pitt will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Touch pass on the run. Inside the 45. Oh, look out. There he goes. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
How many ways can I get to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Finds his big tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Rambles into the end zone for a touchdown.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Got a man in the middle. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. To throw, it's Daniels. Makes the grab on the left.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4. The aerial assault continues. And the misconnection on 3rd down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. 1st down here for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Touchdown, Panthers! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the middle. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The give from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Now improvising. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Those defenders were seeing red, and the quarterback felt it and got down quickly. You say, why not throw it beyond the sticks? Sometimes you just need to give the punt team some space. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the returner is stopped. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Gets it out fast. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. They'll make the stop right there, but Pittsburgh moves the chains and they have a first down. He's going to pass. He's got it. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Now the play fake. Going for it all. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th. A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. Here comes the offense on 1st down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll run it again. Shakes off the tackler. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the run. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Unloads it left. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. quickly out to the tight end. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward because losing.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Offense set on first down. From the gun, the ground game. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. They'll go right back to him. At the 40, there he goes. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. They try to pop a run on the draw. Tough, hard-nosed run. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Absolutely perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Daniels. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going, and maybe you can do it.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Splits the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Wake Forest is dominating this one, thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up by 33 over the Astronauts. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Tackled after picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Out of the gun, the give to the back. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. The give. Fighting off the defender. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. It is good. And now the lead is even bigger. With that field goal, now it takes a touchdown to beat them, so you want to pin them back and then let the defense have a little room to work with. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Coming out, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, and man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Trying to punch it in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to go up top on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. And if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.